Tilt forward, dear. Thank you.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Thank you. Have you been worrying about anything lately, Mr. Elkins?
For me? No, I'm not a worrying sort. Here. You know what? Gilda's only decided to marry this Humphrey geezer.
Do you find you get tired easily?
No, I'm full of energy. Always have been. I got a letter from her, see? I don't love him, she says, but I do respect him. Well, I don't want no bird's respect. I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Step on the scales, please.
I haven't got much time, you know. She's told me time and again she loves me. Loves me for myself, whatever that may mean.
Have you lost any weight lately?
No, I always weigh 12 stone 6. I've done for years. But I've never told her I love her. Except at those times when you've got to say something for appearance's sake, you know what I mean?
11 stone 9 pounds.
Get out of it. You sure these scales are right? Of course, this suit don't weigh nothing. 9 ounces, lightweight. It's a new terylene and mohair. You don't feel as though you've got nothing on at all. The one thing I never do with a woman, I never...
Would you take your shirt off, please?
Eh?
Would you take your shirt off, please?
I never crawl to one. They either take me as I am, or not at all.
Do you perspire? I mean, do you sweat much?
Sweat? No. Tell a lie. I did sweat last Sunday at the Lacana. I was dancing then, see, and I'd had a few beers. Of course, I use a deodorant under my armpits. Just rub it on, quite good they are.
Do you ever sweat at nights?
At nights? You mean in bed?
Yes, in bed.
Come to think of it, I did sweat a lot last night, and I couldn't for the life of me understand why.
Sit there with your back to me, please. Now take a deep breath. Now breathe out slowly.
She said in her letter, Malcolm and me will be all right because I'll be at home to look after him.
Again, a good deep one. Hold it. Oh, let it out.
But what about you, Alfie, she says? What will you do? Won't you miss us?
Say 99.
99. You know what? I came over quite choked at that bit.
Again, whisper it this time.
99.
Whisper it again.
99. Of course, I managed before. I managed before I met her, and I managed now she's gone.
Do you ever feel any pain in your back?
Pain? No. You know what? Last week, I finds I'm missing her, so I calls... Funny, I do feel some pain there now.
Where, there?
No, a bit to the left.
There?
No, all right.
There?
Yeah, there.
Mm-hmm. Is it tender?
Well, it is when you prod it and mess it about.
Turn around, please.
Yeah, so I calls round, you see. And do you know what? She wouldn't let me in. She kept me at the door.
Take a deep breath.
But little Malcolm, he must have heard me, because he kept yelling Daddy, so she had to let me in.
Breathe out.
Do you know what? She wouldn't let me touch her. She drew back, first time ever.
99.
100.
What?
Eh? Oh, 99. Yeah, she drew back. I'm sorry, Alfie, she says, but I'm played fair by Humphrey, the way I always played fair by you.
Do you cough much?
Cough? Nah. Well, only in the mornings, but so does everyone. You know, after the first smoke. Fair by me, eh? She never wanted no other geezer when she was with me. So what playing fair was there in that, bleeding sauce?
Do you bring anything up when you cough?
Ah, no. I just clear my chest. Well, that's the point of coughing, isn't it? You know, bring something up, clear the tubes. And now, the pair of them are going to take my little son from me. And do you know what? There are times when I can still hear him calling Daddy after me.
Do you find you get quickly irritable of late?
Funny you should ask that, because I do find I do me nut very easily these days.
Do you sleep well, Mr. Elkins?
Like a top. The moment my head touches the pillow, I'm off. I never wake up till...
Till when, Mr. Elkins?
Well, I never used to wake up till it was time to get up. That's Elkins with an S. You know what I mean?
I think so. And now?
Well, now I always wake up dead on the same time, 4 o'clock in the morning. That is, no matter how much I've had to drink or... Can I be perfectly frank with you?
Certainly.
no matter who's beside me. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you. I never have been partial to these all-night sessions, because for one thing, I've rarely found a woman... You don't mind if I come out a bit straight?
You can tell me everything.
Very few birds can get into my rhythm of sleeping.
I see.
Yeah, I find myself lying there in the dark, staring at the ceiling. And I keep thinking about this young kid I used to know. I was very friendly with his mother, see? Nothing special, just an ordinary girl. But I knew him well, the child, you see.
I'm afraid there's something I must tell you, Mr. Elkin.
All I wanted was for her to come back with little Malcolm so we could spend our Sundays together. But she never come. Do you understand me?
Oh, yes, perfectly.
Now, if you lose a bird, you can always replace her. But with a child, it's different. They're each one themselves. Each one's got his different nature. Now, I may not be the best dad in the world, but I am his real dad. Now, credit where credit's due.
There's something I simply must tell you, Mr. Elkins.
He's come out of these loins, as they say. What do you want to tell me?
Look at this.
They can't get away with me. He's my son.
This is your X-ray, Mr. Elkins.
Blimey, is that me?
Yes, it is.
I'm just a load of old ribs.
I'm afraid there are 2 shadows on your lungs.
Shadows on my lungs? What are you talking about, shadows? What sort of shadows?
Look at this patch. You've got an infection here, and one here.
An infection? But I can't have. I ain't been with nobody.
It's not a question of...
Here, you've got to do something about this.
Now, don't worry, we can deal with it.
Yeah, well, you better add and quick. I want the best attention there is. I'll even pay for it.
It's just a question of rest. That's all you need, rest.
I can't rest. I'm off to Brighton now with a party of licentious victualers. We're in for a real good blowout. It's all been booked.
You have to be unbooked. You need rest in the quiet of the country.
I hate the country. Anyway, how can you rest with all that bleeding dawn chorus? Oh.
What's the matter?
My feet feel like lead. The sweat is pouring off me.
Now, Mr. Elkins, do keep calm. These are only shadows, you know.
Shadows? On me lungs? I'm being eaten away. This is the end of me. Oh, God in heaven help me.